Hi Manisha, how are you? Hello.
Hello, I'm fine, sir. And you?
Yeah, I'm good. So can you tell us something about yourself?
Okay. Hello, sir. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. And my name is Manisha. I belongs to from basically from Gwalior, but recently I live in Noida since from last 2 years. And as far as my education is concerned, I did my schooling from Saraswati Vidya Mandir, and I did my graduation from Maharana Pratap College of Technology. And my hobbies is reading books, stories, books, listening musics, and now I'm preparing for the manual testing position.
hmm So currently you are working, right, as an innovation engineer that's mentioned in your resume.
Yes.
Hmm. So what kind of that innovation engineer job is that? A kind of a non-technical job?
No, this is a technical job. I am working in a edtech company,
hmm
innovation as a innovation engineer. That I have to come to the school and teaches the students about my company's kits and projects and all that.
Okay. So why are you looking for a change to software testing?
Uh, actually, I want to go to in the IT industry for as far as my husband, my brother-in-law is in IT also in IT industry. So I want to go in IT industry. So I'm looking for a change.
hmm Okay, see, in a real-time interview, if they will ask you this question, why are you looking for a change, right? Then,
Hmm.
then you have to tell them practically. Okay, sometimes we do get emotional in our life that maybe our family members are associated with the IT companies, they are getting paid well, so we want to go. But in an interview, you need to be practical. Why are you looking for a change to IT industry? So that is because maybe you are passionate about testing softwares, you are very passionate about how the softwares are coming up, and you are very much interested in, so you are jotting it down.
Yes.
So I'm recording it, so don't worry, this thing will be uploaded on the channel. You can you will get everything with the subtitles on YouTube, right? So don't worry,
Okay.
but just be
Okay.
yourself during the interview and tell them maybe you would have tested some softwares and you would have found some bugs, any recent software or any mobile application which you have tested. So you have to tell them you are more curious, you are more looking forward for the IT industry. Okay,
Okay.
that's why.
Okay.
Okay, this you can avoid telling about your husband, about your brother working in those companies, right? Okay, so now mm, let me start with the scenario-based question first.
Okay.
So is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? So the test scenario is, just a second. That was not an updated document. Let me show you the updated itself. Yeah, okay. So now the screen will be visible. Okay. Now you have a test scenario to verify the successful checkout process. Okay.
Hmm.
Now you just have to imagine testing an e-commerce website, right? So the
Hmm.
goal is to verify the successful checkout process from adding items to receiving the order confirmation.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. So can you tell me high level test scenarios? How will you test? What will you test? You want me to read it again? See, the
Hmm.
test, yeah, the test scenario is about you have to verify the successful checkout, whether the checkout process is successful or not, whether the checkout process is properly working or not. So, let's say you are purchasing something from an e-commerce
Hmm.
website like Amazon.com. At that
Hmm.
time, you are adding some product to the cart and then you are checking it out to do some payment, right? So that kind of For that functionality, you have to tell the test scenarios.
Okay. So
Mhm.
test scenario.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
first of
So
all,
you
we
need to tell the test scenario. Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
first we check the functionality of the software,
Which functionality you will test?
component functionality thoroughly and rigorously according to requirement.
Yeah. So the requirement is of e-commerce website, right? The
Yes.
checkout process. So you will check that functionality, right? But how will you check?
Functionality.
Yeah. How will you
How will
test?
you,
Yeah.
navigating through all the modules and the start to the last module is working perfectly fine or not. Like first we log in the website, we put the password, username and password, and we search the product and add to cart, and we proceed the product order.
Right. So that was the uh you will reach to the checkout process, right? Now what will you test after reaching to the checkout process? Then what will you test?
After check the key our product got the product is right or not, what product we have ordered, so that product we got or not.
Mm-hmm.
Then if that product is not, so we request to
Mm-hmm.
request to return.
So okay, so if your or product is not as per expectations, you will return. But
Hmm.
before that, you will have a checkout process, right? A checkout process is something in which you will have to do the payment. You will have to s- after successfully selecting the product, what will you test?
Hmm.
Hmm. So how will you test it?
What, sir, please again.
Hmm. Okay. So the test scenario is about you want to verify the checkout process is successful or not,
Hmm.
right? So whenever you go to an website, e-commerce website,
Hmm.
you will
Hmm.
be searching some product, you will be adding them to the
Hmm.
cart and you will
Hmm.
mark them as checkout. So checking out means you will pay for that particular
Hmm.
product. You will see whether the
Hmm.
relevant discount has been added or not.
Hmm. Hmm.
Final email confirmation, right? So what are the different test scenarios for that process?
For the different scenarios, first, uh,
You want me to help you out in this? Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah, so definitely. So see, this is a mock interview. Even if you don't know the answer of the question, that is totally fine. You can speak up. See, I don't know the answer of this question, Rakesh, so you need to explain. Okay. So let's move to this slide then. See, adding item to the cart was the step one, right? You selected the
Hmm.
products. You will browse the
Hmm.
available products, select the items to be added, verify the quantity. So you will verify the correct quantity of each item is added to the cart. You will
Hmm.
review the cart to confirm the selected items are accurately added. So for example, you had added two pens from the website. Okay, so you will verify that in the cart also two quantity has been displayed. Perfect. Now you will
Hmm.
proceed to the checkout. In the checkout, which are all the different options that you will have? First, you will have delivery options. You will choose a preferred delivery method, maybe standard, express, or other options. So this is as per today's scenarios. So you will have standard options that might come, the product might come at your home after 7 days. If you choose express, maybe it will come in couple of days. Depends. Promotional codes, if you have some promo code available with you, maybe if you are a new user, if you are a first user using that website, or any promo code that has been provided to you by your friends or family. Guest checkout for unregistered users, proceed to checkout as a guest. So if you are an you registered, then you will try to check out as a guest, or you will create an account. So there are again two flows in this. Okay, then you will verify the shipping addresses. You will select the credit card type. You will select the debit card type. You will enter those numbers. Payment information details you will enter, right? Then address verifications, you will save that particular address. Then you will ensure the address has been getting saved or not. So maybe then again you will try with a new order and you will see the previous order's address has been displayed properly. So that option is there that you can select the same address. Okay. Step 4, that was about payment, right? So again in payment you will have various options, right? So you will verify with the happy part is you will verify with the appropriate working condition credit card, debit card. Negative test case would be you will be trying to verify with the debit card or credit card which has already got expired. You will try to
Mm.
verify with a card which is inactive. You will try to verify with a card which is no longer working condition, maybe
Okay.
1 or 2 days back, where the balance is not there, the sufficient balance is not there, right? Cash on delivery option, maybe you will verify. Then you can validate the online payment options, maybe UPI method like Google Pay, Paytm, Phone Pay, those options are available. Those transactions are working fine or not, right? So this is there. Payment details you will enter. Order summary you will review. So you will verify the order details are properly displayed based on the quantities, total cost. Maybe if, for example, the product you ordered had a cost of 100 rupees, you got 50% discount. So 50 rupees should be displayed. Then you will verify the order summary with the items in the card has been displayed to ensure accuracy. Then you will verify the confirmation steps that is provided at the end, right? To avoid any errors. Sometimes, it might happen you have selected the pen of any XYZ company, but by mistake, it got selected for ABC company. Those kind of things. Order placement, confirmation emails, these are the last scenarios that you will verify. The email has been received. The order confirmation details will display to you, right? So
Right,
this
sir.
was about the checkout process. So in this kind of question, in detail, you have to explain all these kind of test scenarios in the real-time interview also.
Actually, I'm just preparing for manual testing, so
Yeah. That's fine. I can understand. So M stands for Manisha, M stands for manual testing, right? So this is again a manual testing based question only. Okay. So you will get these kind of questions in an interview.
okay.
Okay. Now, what do you know about STLC, software testing lifecycle?
STLC.
Hmm.
As far as name suggests, STLC is a software testing life cycle. It is a process for test the software, step by step procedure to first requirement collection. So requirement collection from the product analyst, and after that requirement collection, then we have to plan test plan. After that we have to write test cases, then requirement traceability matrix. After that test cases execution, then defect tracking. After that text execution report by test lead, and post report repository report by test manager.
Okay. So everything will be done by business analyst, test manager. So what will you do? What will be your role and responsibility?
Test cases, we have to write the test cases in order to have better test coverage.
You will write the test cases. In which phase you will write the test cases?
Yes, test cases and test cases requirement traceability matrix, and test cases execution and defect tracking also.
Yeah, but in which phase you will write the test cases? There will be some particular phase in which you will be writing the test cases, and there is a different phase
Test
in which, yeah, please.
testing phases. In testing phases, we have to write the test cases.
Okay, okay, okay. So now let me share my screen. So if this question is asked to you in a real-time
Hmm.
interview, then what will you answer?
Hmm. Okay.
So let me share my screen. Is the screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Right. So there are 8
Hmm.
phases that are available in STLC. Okay, requirement analysis is the first phase. Test
Hmm.
planning, test case development,
This development.
environment setup, test execution, defect reporting and tracking, regression testing, and final is the test closure. Now, which are the different activities in all these phases? So first of all comes requirement analysis. So what will you do in requirement analysis? So you were telling about requirement collection, right?
Uh,
It's yeah, it's
like
about yeah. Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
in requirement collection, so our business analyst and product analyst to give the customer place and collect the requirement of the customer and come the company and in the technical and write the technical terms his requirement with developer and QA.
See, what will happen in the requirement analysis is the the agenda would be to understand and analyze the requirements, right? You will
Hmm.
identify, it would be identified which features are to be tested. The test plan would be created. What would be the approach of the testing? How many people would be doing it? What would be the
Hmm.
schedule? How many deliverables are to be done at the end of this particular phase, right? Then comes test planning. So in test planning, we will create the basically one kind of an plan in which we will have different scope, strategies, again, resources, schedule, all those things will be there in the test planning. Then I was asking you about the phase in which you will write the test cases. So that is test case development, in which you will ensure the detailed level of test cases, test scenarios are being written. Again, we'll cover both positive, negative, functional,
They,
non-functional. The test cases should have, sorry, different testing techniques also should be used, like boundary value analysis, equivalence
as
partition.
error guessing.
Right,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Yeah. Then environment setup. So how will you set that environment? So you will include hardware, you will include software, network configurations, what will be the test data, how many environments will be there, staging, QA, dev, UAT, which are the different environments in which you will do the testing. Then test execution would be there. So how will you execute those test cases? Would it be a manual based approach? Would be an automation based approach, right? Then defect reporting and tracking. So you will be documenting and reporting all the defects or issues those are found during testing, right? So you were telling you will be finding defects, bugs. So in this particular phase, you will be doing that, right? Then you will perform regression testing, and at the end, you will be providing test closure. Test closure is very important, in which you will be providing the documentations, the test case results, the test cases that have been executed, how many have got passed, and are there any open bugs, are there any known
Hmm.
bugs with which you are releasing, and those have been discussed. Then you will gather that feedback from the stakeholders, and you will identify the further next action items in the form of improvement that needs to be done. Okay.
Actually, I have studied in other phases
Okay.
like requirement, then test case, test plan, then test cases, then RTM. So like,
Okay. RTM
yeah.
also. Okay. So are you talking about SDLC phase, software development lifecycle? So that is different
No,
from software testing lifecycle.
yes, yes, no, I'm talking about STLC.
STLC only.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah, yeah. So see, when we are creating test cases, we can
Hmm.
create traceability metrics also at that time. So we
Hmm.
can link all the requirements with the test cases one to one. That mapping has been done to ensure all the test cases are covered with respect to the requirements. There should not be any requirement left out with which the test case has not been there, right?
Okay. It's a,
Okay, can you give me an example of a defect with high severity and low priority?
high severity and low priority. Okay. When we uh, when we open the application, we put the login ID, password, and we click the home page. Home page, and opening the blank page, yeah, we can say uh, about us page. So that is comes under the high severity and low priority.
You were telling about login, right? You will be logging and then you will be having the home page. So
Yes.
what was the defect?
Uh, we click the home page. We click the let's say we click on the about us. Then we open the feedback page, yeah, blank page. Open.
You clicked on about us. Okay, then.
Then opening the blank page or some another page.
Hmm.
That is comes under the high severity and low priority.
Right. So where is the defect in this scenario?
Defect is in uh, development issue. We click on the home page and opening the some another page. So this is development issue.
Okay, so you mean to say when you clicked on some particular page, instead of that particular page, some other page got opened.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is a high severity issue.
High severity and low priority.
Why priority is low? Priority would be high, right?
Priority would be high.
Yeah. The question was about high severity, low priority. The answer you gave for high severity, high priority.
But actually, I studied ki, high severity and high priority. We log in the page and page is not open. Login proper all over functionality is not working. That is comes under the high severity and high priority.
Hmm. Yeah. So page is not opening. Definitely, it's a high severity,
Hmm.
high priority issue.
Huh.
So currently, I'm asking about high
High
severity,
severity and low
low
priority. So
priority.
low priority. So I'm asking we opening the page, but we click the home page about us page, but instead of that opening that page, some another page is opening. That is comes under the low priority and high severity.
Okay. Let's say you want to open the payments page. Okay.
Hmm.
Instead of payments page, the another product search page is getting opened. So that will be a high
Right.
severity, high priority issue, right? The example for high severity, low priority defect would be consider some particular page which has been developed and it needs to be released in the next month. Maybe let's say now it's Sunday, 7th of January, and you have a page which is explicitly created for 26 January Republic Day. Okay, that page is not working as of now, right? So it's a high severity issue because the page itself is not working, but priority is low because still you have got time till Republic Day, right? It's not a priority for you now to get it fixed. Yes, definitely
Okay.
it needs to be fixed, but the time can be taken up to 26th of January, right? That is clear now?
Yes, clear. Actually, I'm totally fresh.
Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries. These questions would be asked to you in the case of manual testing, even if you are a fresher, right? But
Uh,
don't worry, you are giving it a good try, and this is a mock interview. I'm hoping that this mock interview is helping you.
okay.
So now let's move to the next website. Is this website visible?
Yes.
Have you purchased anything from this website?
Hmm. Various things.
Various things you have purchased. Okay, great. Then you are familiar with this website. Thank God,
Yeah, yes.
right? So, so can you tell me high level test scenarios of how will you search, how will you test the search functionality?
High level scenarios.
Hmm.
We search the product as we want, and the product is not showing like we wants phone iPhone, but instead of iPhone is opening is some another brand's phone is open. Search functionality.
Okay, that's it. Any other test scenario that is coming to your mind?
Wait a sec.
You can think. Take your time to think. In a real-time interview also, you can tell, hey, can you give me 2 to 5 minutes to think, and then you can answer.
Okay. sir, I have no idea.
Okay. So let's say if you are supposed to test this search functionality, so how will you test, right?
Hmm.
So you can enter the characters. For example, if you want to search for headphones, so you will
Hmm.
enter headphones and you will verify all the different kinds of headphones of different
Hmm.
companies along with their rates that are being displayed
Hmm.
properly.
Hmm.
Now,
Hmm.
you can also try entering two products with and in between. You can also try to verify with with a white space in this search box. Then you can verify if you don't enter anything and just click on this magnifying lens, then what happens? You can take a photo of the product that you want to have, and then you can make a search. You can verify the search option is working fine on different browsers. You can verify the search option is working fine on different devices, mobile devices, iPhone, Android. You can verify the UI UX has been properly displayed. You can verify the watermark search Amazon that has been properly displayed. You will verify the different, as soon as you will click on the search box, the different products, few of the suggestions are displayed in the list. Simple.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Manisha, I am done with the interview. Do you have any questions for me?
Actually, sir, feedback. Give me
Feedback.
feedback
Okay,
from
okay.
yes,
I'll
sir.
give you the feedback.